we're looking at the Rwandan genocide. What are the main ways that we can try to assure that this doesn't happen again in the future?
Stop the hate.
So there's no way to prevent it?
Humans are heroes. This is going to happen.
Learn from your mistakes. That's why we learn about history.
Okay, learn about your mistakes, learn about history. The question is, should developed nations like the United States and countries in Europe, should they step in if you have developing nations where you have like big violations of human rights, people being killed?
Yes.
Should they interfere?
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yes?
So it doesn't.
Based on what justification?
Didn't at first U.S. like not help much at the Rwandan genocide thing? Like they knew
US
about it and they didn't really do
intervened
anything.
in the Rwandan genocide.
Then it got like worse.
So there's the idea, like if there's innocent life, are other countries obligated to try and protect
I mean,
it?
I don't think
Not
that
obligated.
I don't think they
Shit.
should have to, but it's like they can if they want.
They can
Like
if they want.
it might be like the right thing to do, but I don't think they should have to.
Okay. On this topic, if U.S. citizens are really well informed, if they are tuning into like the news every day, if they understand what's going on not just in the U.S. but also throughout the world, there's the possibility that people would then be contacting like their congressional leaders, like the U.S. senators from their state, and they'll be pushing like, hey, we should be doing something about this human rights violation that's happening in this country. And if there's enough politicians that are receiving pressure from the citizens in their states, then there might be action taken against it. So as far as like if there's anything you can do to prevent things like that from happening in the future, you'd say just stay engaged politically, be informed, know what's happening in the world, and then if you have like crazy stuff like this happening in other countries in the future, which there likely will be, that's like you contact your politicians and say like, hey, we should be doing something to put an end to this. All right, and then the next question. We watched that video of the woman before we left for spring break. What was happening in that video? Yeah, Ashton.
She hid people in her attic.
Okay, so we had a woman hiding people in her attic. Why? Okay, protect them because they were being killed.
Hunted.
Yeah, we talked about how the Hutus were whacking down Tutsis with machetes. So people were hiding out in women's attics. They showed multiple women who were hiding boys in their attics. Okay, do we know of current events? Yeah, awesome.
At the gun range off the freeway, like I think he was 13. He shot himself in the leg.
This is in Utah?
Yeah. So like me and my dad, yeah. So we went up to, I think it was like Orem or something. And on our way back, we saw a whole bunch of cop cars and then like ambulances and fire trucks at the shooting range. It's like I don't know if you've seen it. It's like a TNT shooting range, like place or whatever off the side of this freeway. And we saw a whole bunch of things there. And my dad was like, I wonder if someone got shot. And then on the news it said that a 13-year-old accidentally shot himself in the leg.
Is that right?
Yeet.
That's why kids shouldn't have guns.
Well, it's just like a misinformed like gun safety thing. Like that's why you can't really trust that many people because like they have horrible gun safety.
So they have gun safety classes and hunter safety classes. All right, the Mueller report. Does anyone know some recent news with that? Okay, do we remember what the Mueller report is? We talked about it a lot the last couple months. Yeah, so that was the investigation. Like Mueller, he had a group that was investigating Trump and investigating Trump's associates to see if they were working with Russians, to see if there was any like obstruction of justice or collusion. And so the report was finished, and Attorney General Barr, he came out and said like, no, the report's good, like Trump didn't do anything wrong, and he exonerates him. And then you had members of Mueller's team, the people that were doing the actual investigation, that leaked to the press and said, well, actually he misrepresented some of the report. It needs to be released to public. Like to the public, it's not true in what he's saying. He's exaggerating some things and trying to cover up for the president. So now you have Rudy Giuliani. This is Trump's current lawyer. Remember, Michael Cohen was the former lawyer that is going to be doing prison time. Rudy Giuliani, he's slamming the leak, saying basically that people should never have gone to the press. So he's claiming that they should have stayed quiet about the findings of, or like the things that were being investigated in the Mueller report. Any thoughts on this or questions with this? Should they have stayed quiet on it? Yeah.
I feel like it's a little, it's like, it's good that it's getting released, but it's kind of a little late, because like November is like really close, and this is like the final year, isn't it? Or next year's final year, but it's getting close, so it's like, it would have been better if they would have got it out earlier.
Like the entire report? Yes, I mean,
Or
people
just the incriminating.
will be voting for president in about a year and a half. So people are just starting the campaign right now in 2019, but 2020 they'll be voting, so. Yeah, interesting idea though, if they're claiming like, look, William Barr, the Attorney General, this is someone who's like a big Trump fan, big Trump defender. They're claiming he is not being completely like objective, like unbiased in presenting the report.